We've cleaned up our new gig form. Now let's clean up the gig show page. So if we browse down here and go into one of our listings, let's click on Auditor here. You'll see that this is the show page that we landed on before, and it's still got a lot of the HTML template in it. So a lot of this is still just hard-coded. So let's change this up a little bit. I want to get rid of the left-hand side here. I want to push everything over and then clean this up. But before I do that, you'll see that we have these blank squares right here. I want to use Font Awesome for those. So let's go add Font Awesome to our gem file. So if we do gem Font Awesome Rails and save it, let's go to our terminal and do a bundle. And we have to restart our Rails server. We should now have Font Awesome in our application. And one more step that we cannot forget is to import Font Awesome, like that. Now if we do a refresh, it's not going to do anything because we didn't use it yet. So let's go into our show page. Go to our show page right here. This is what it's at currently, or where it's at currently. Now I'm going to replace this with some code that I already have. So let me just do a quick refresh here to see what we have. Good, so those fonts are working. So this is how I want it to be, and I'll show you the code in a little bit here, but I wanted to have the gig detail, all gigs right here, have the gig name, and then right here give users the ability to create a proposal for this gig here. And then at the very bottom here, show all of those proposals, or everyone who has submitted a proposal. So let's go back into the code here and I can show you what I did. So essentially I just got rid of that whole entire left hand side and pushed everything over to the left. And then for here I have a link to, and then this ampersand lar semicolon. Now what that does is it tells the browser that this string of words together equals this left hand, or this left pointing arrow here. And in order to do that, to get to show that icon right here, I have to include this HTML save. So let's say if I get rid of that and save it and do a refresh, it's just going to give me that string of words. So you need to put in here HTML save in order to get that to turn into a left pointing arrow. And then we're just going to point that to our search gigs path. So essentially just give us all of the gigs. Moving on down here, we have a column of 12 for extra small and a column of 8 for medium size. So this is what medium size is. So this is 8 columns. We have the gig name for the subheading. And then this is where we added those Font Awesome icons. So FA calendar gives us the calendar right here. All right. And then we've got the strf time here for the time that the gig was created. And we've seen this before. Another Font Awesome icon here. Got the location, the category name, and then number to currency right here. So I use precision 0, meaning I'm rounding this to the nearest dollar. If you wanted to, you could keep that off and have it show the cents. It's totally up to you, but for sake of ease, I'm just going to keep it at precision 0. And then we have all of our skills right here. So for each skill, create a list and show that skill name. So that's what we have here, the math, finance, and CPA. And then this submit a proposal. So this isn't fleshed out yet. We'll do that when we start working on proposals, but essentially this will just be a form here where a user could submit a proposal to this gig. All right, so that's us cleaning up the show page for now. Again, we'll add more to it, especially with the proposals when we start working on proposals, but essentially I just cleaned it up, got rid of the left hand side, and then on the right hand side added this extra well here for users to be able to submit a proposal.